none of the mods.
All the mods.
Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG All the Mods 3 server, standing on a pillar of dirt here next to a really cool looking redwood forest, thinking, you know, it would be really cool if I had a house. Which I do. I've got one right there. There's my house. Right there. There's my house. Yep, I've been spending a little bit of time already on the server building up a base, something that looks better than a hole in the ground, and set up this tower. So let's go show off exactly what I've done. If you take a look in the little mini-map, you can see a little light white area. That is the 5x5 chunk area around here that I've reserved for myself, or claimed, and I've gone around and I've stuck these mineral torches all over the place. It should be sufficient to pretty much light up all of my area. Let's see, we got a little bit of greenery going here, and a little bit of foodery going over there, and some treery growing here, and some cactusry going right there. Here's this tree, the mineral trees from Integrated Dynamics. I love these because when you chop them down, you get these little berries, but you stick those berries on top of a stick and you get torches, like coal, which saves my coal. Oh, and a little bit of a sprucery over there. Anyway, let's go on inside the building. This is my building, and been a little bit busy getting things going. Got myself the cooking for blockheads set up here. So we've got the sink for water. This allows for cooking stuff with the oven and all the different utensils and whatnot, as well as these doohickeys here, these little bits. Tools, yes, cooking tools. That's the thing I'm looking for. This is the kitchen corner, and I've discovered that a little while ago, and I'm doing that more and more. I like how that works. The kitchen counter for storing a few things, and some fridge to store my cooked foods and the perishable items. They're all dyed with the cocoa brown, and I knew I could do that on these fridges. You just take a little bit of the cocoa beans and right click on the fridges and it turns the color. I didn't realize I could do it on these table pieces as well, and so they were kind of a lighter terracotta thing, and now they're brown. I didn't know that, but now I can. One of the things I wanted to do was make the cow in a jar, and I'm not sure if you've ever seen that done before. We need these two little bits. We need a cow and an anvil, and let's break that torch just for right now for reasons. So if we stick a cow right there and put the anvil above it, it just stuck him inside the jar. You can see him right there, little Bessie. All right, it's fun every time I do it. It's a blast, and I like the little dynamics on that. So anyway, the cow in a jar. You're going to go right there, and if we look at that, yep, in the corner it shows that he is actually producing a little bit of milk for us, which can be used in recipes. So that's very cool. Takes a little bit of time, but that's okay. We've got time. Anyway, just showing off the design work on the house. I had a whole bunch of time earlier, and I originally wasn't thinking, nah, I don't want to record on here. I just want to have fun. And so I started building a base, and then I decided, you know, I do want to record on here. So I had spent a bunch of time with these kind of cross beams, just on the fly designing this thing. And let's go on upstairs to the next floor. I wanted something with a decent amount of space, and I went with the white concrete. It's a nice seamless texture with a little bit of wool to kind of break that up. The oak going up, but fun with the floors, and I like having crafting tables all over the place. And you know, got myself a little candelabra going on there, and different woods. So let's go up to the tippity top, and here again, this is a much larger area, a mixture of different woods. I need to replace that up there with a a glowstone block or something like that. I had 3 pieces of glowstone when I put that together, and so I said, well, that's it. I can't do any more. But enjoying the tie-in of different woods there. So that's my my tower. And there's nothing below here. I think I will go ahead and maybe hollow out a little bit things for machinery. Speaking of machinery, I went ahead and started off with 4 machines. This is the survivalist generator from Extra Utilities. It burns things really, really slow. Anything you toss in here produces 5 RF per tick, but it's really, really efficient in burning it. So you can see this one, it takes like 2.5 hours almost to burn stuff, and it's still saying like it's burning things, although this is all full. It looks like it's slowly ticking down the time. Interesting. In previous builds or previous mod packs, this would stop completely. So this means it will slowly burn its time out. You can see this charcoal block here produces 800,000 RF, whereas down here with the furnace generator, it produces 160, but it's 8 times faster. So I like having the long and slow. Anyway, I had those right here so that my crusher, could double my ores, and then my furnace here could burn my ores, melt them down. I just had those 2 here so that they could power either one. So long and slow, I could run it with this, or if I wanted to burst of power, I could stick a little bit of wood or whatnot into the furnace generator. Worked really, really nicely. And then I made some power cells because I like that as a power storage system. The more power cells you introduce to your network, the more RF you can hold, 1 million each of these. And then I also have this the reconstructor from Actual Editions, and set that up here so it got some power on that. So that's what I pretty much all I've done. All the way up the tippy top, the portal that gets us to the mining dimension, because I've wanted to do very little mining here in the overworld, just kind of not do that. Anyway, got a lot of good stuff, been digging a whole bunch there in the mining world, and got a bunch of good resources. And let's go ahead and grab a few things, because I'm going to be doing some builds right now. These plants are very interesting. Let's go ahead and grab these Italian bug loss. The plants mod in the server is produce plants all over the place. In fact, here, if we go outside real quick, this happens to be a lavender field, is the biome for this area. So it's very, very pretty with that. But you can see this area is very overgrown. There's, ignoring the lavender field, there's all sorts of plants going on here. These are red-centered hibiscuses. Hibisci. And let's see, where's some of the other plants? That's Natura. Bees all over the place, stinging me like crazy. What do we got here? Are these? These are boing. These are rock times, and these are funky. The cata plants. So if you walk into them, boing, and you bounce on them, they bounce you away in the direction. Oh, really bounced me. Those are fun, although also annoying as you're walking around. But you can see there's just tons and tons of these plants all over the place. I like that the world is very overgrown with plants, as opposed to grassless places. That's kind of boring. Anyway, let's run back to my building. The thing that's really cool about all these is that you can get dye out of these, and I'm gonna need to get some dye. So let's go ahead, blue dye, lots and lots of blue dye, because if we come over here, I need to go ahead and make some more of the power cells. So let's go with that with rice, always very handy to have. And this will give me those power cell cards. Now if I take that to one of these, hit it with the link button, and now they're my link, which is 19. Alright, I wanted the blue dye so that I could make some more of these machine frames here. 1, 2, 3, because we're going to go ahead and make 3 more. I need to grab these out because I need to go ahead and do another burst of these, and unfortunately I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Okay. When I tried this earlier, it didn't quite do it right, and I figured I had to jump. Alright, so Okay, there's my Prismarine. And we can make some more power cards. Or power cells. 2, 3. Cool beans. Alright. And 1, 2, 3. You get a card. And you get a card. And you get a card. And so now I've got storage room for 5 million. Which is good. This one will just slowly trickle. Yeah, see, now the time's really ticking off every second, which makes sense. I really like the survival generator because it stopped. But, oh well. Anyway, I'll leave those there. That gives me some power production, which I really, really want. Other stuff I wanted to do. Looking at the stuff up here, we can take off the power cell. I do want to make a wrench from the RF tools, and so I need more blue and some iron, because this way I can sit there and wrench stuff. Like, you can change the sides in and out, all of them, or none. These are all set to none. That's in and that's out. But you can also do with the wrench one by one, and I'd like to do that. So there we got the wrench. So now I can come up to this and just go dink, and I can adjust them side by side. So that's nice to have the wrench, so we'll hang on to that. But anyway, the thing I really wanted was a good passive generation of power, and wind generator from Mekanism is one of my hands down favorites. And so for that, let's take a look at the recipe. I've got osmium. I don't have this enriched alloy. That needs the metallurgic infuser, and these energy tablets needs more of those. So if I have this set up right, I need 2 of these furnaces, and then they go over here, and that gives me my metallurgic infuser. Now, I think I will stick that temporarily here, because that's my out, and that should work very nicely there. If I go ahead and grab this, I'm going to need to... Oh, this is going to be noisy. Yeah, I'm going to need to make some muffler upgrades for this, because these Mekanism machines are always so noisy. But this will make these doohickeys. There's a lot of equivalences in the pack. The basic, nope, not that one. None of these circuit boards. None of that, none of that. That one. So this is just running the same metallurgic infuser, but I'm using osmium instead of iron here, and that makes these basic control circuits, and we'll go ahead and process those. So that goes there. These are all ready. I just need to make 2 of these, and I'm planning on making a pair of these wind generators to begin with. That's probably going to be sufficient for a lot of what I'm going to be doing, especially since I won't need to run any fuel through here. The wind generator should be sufficient to do everything I need. There's a pair. Let's go ahead and go zinc. That's one of you. You can go there. What goes in the center? Oh, that's a third one goes into the center. All right. Let's go ahead and make these 2. Grab that. That goes right there. And now we need 1 additional. Perfect timing. All right. Let's put that right there, and we get ourselves a wind generator. Now I think it will fit right there. Will it fit? Oh, I've got the. Okay, we'll stick it right there. But this is obstructed. It needs a clear vision to the sky. I've got building above it, and so this isn't going to work. But you can see that otherwise it would work handily, and it outputs that direction. So let's go ahead and break you. And I need to get all the rest of these. Well, we'll make these, and then we'll put the final piece in. Those don't stack. There's the quiet. All right. These generators produce more power the higher up you go. And so for that, let's go ahead and steal one of you. And let's go up to this floor. Haven't quite figured out what to do as far as good storage yet, but we're going to go ahead and use sand. I think that's all I need. I'm going to put two... Oh, there's one other piece I needed. This little guy, the Waystone. Alright, let's go ahead and put this up. Now, looking at my claim chunks, this center one where my tower is chunk loaded. So I want to keep this on the chunk loaded area. And let's see, where... Okay, right over here is still in the chunk. Alright, so I think I can, yep, I can do it right here. Let's do this one here. Alright, turn off that, and we're going to start pillaring up here with sand. Alrighty, I think that 252 is as high as you can place one of these down. Let's go ahead and check really quick. I think that's max height. Oh, nope, it's not. Let's go down one. Did I bring any, you know, I didn't bring my actual solids I wanted to build up here, because I'm a dummy. Yeah, okay, so as I was saying, 251 is as high as you can get up here. And that's starting to make noise. And interesting, it is not the maxed power that I've seen before. This has been changed, it looks like, since the last time I've made one of these. Interesting, interesting. Let's go ahead and put another one over here and check, make sure this looks not speeding up. Oh, it looks like it's just really slowly spinning up. No, it's saying power 60. So that's what it's doing. It's a different method. Anyway, so this here is the overall power storage that's slowly building up. Anyway, let's go ahead and come over here, and I wanted this thing, the Waystone. Let's go down one. I want to get all these blocks because unfortunately I didn't grab the stone I wanted to make a platform up here because dumb. Let's put the power cell here. Set him for in. And there's the power. Do tell me that that's the power from these guys. Yes, the power's dropping. So yes, it is the power from these guys. So good. That is definitely going up. So these are charging this up very nicely. And I keep thinking I'm going to get hit by these blades and chopped up. But no, that would not be good. Let's put that there. And this thing, I thought the Waystone would be interesting as a way of getting up here if I needed to, and I'm not sure which direction this thing will spit me out, but let's hope that it'll spit me over here. Wind generators. Yeah, typing on camera is so much fun. And so now that is active. We definitely want some lights up here just to make sure things are good. And at this point, I don't need the sand pillar up here anymore. So I should be able to right click. That takes me to my base. This right here. Oh, interesting. That dropped me right there. That would drop me to the north. Let's see where this takes me. Ooh. It looks like where I looked and placed it. Yeah, it looks like it goes the direction that you placed it. So I was in this block when I placed it here. Likewise, let's go back down. Likewise, I was right here when I put this block here. Cool. Okay, so that right there is producing a decent amount of power for me. You know, there might be faster. That seems slower than in previous packs, but I don't know. That should certainly work for me very, very nicely. All right, that is good. Since we can get back up there easy, let's get a different platform up there, because dirt is ugly. And you know, I've got some brick here. Let's go ahead and make some stone bricks. So we got some slabs. Yeah, slabs will be better looking up there. All right, so you can go away. No, not torch. I wanted slab right there. That's better. All right, I've got a shovel. Why don't I use the shovel? That would be really nice to use the shovel. All right, so now I can put this here. Go away, dirt. Yeah, I'm holding down that shift key so hard. Alright, that should do it. If I F7 to look at the lights, we've got spawnable spots up here, which is not handy. And now you can't see it, and perfect. Okay, done. And these are fully charging up the stuff. Looks like, yeah, these are only producing 60 joules per... I've seen 460 or 450, something like that. So must be different in the mod pack. That's okay. Back to base. And I want... Oh, pick up that. Pick up those. And now I've got a pillar. Well, the reason why I did it in sand is so I could do this little trick. Nope. That. Oh, come on. Alright, let's break that. And now we get the falling sand on the torches breaking it trick. That way I don't have to go back and shovel my way all the way back down or dig it back out. Because, you know, lazy. And that kind of fun looking at that. I can see the end. That's a... Okay, maybe I don't see the end. That's a lot of sand. Okay, are you actually breaking, or are you a sand block there? Oh, there we go. All done. And you can just barely see, very, very faint up there, my platform with the power. So nifty. We've got a good steady power coming in, which is better than what I've been using. So I really don't need these two. This is a good boost. In fact, I could just go badoink, drop that in, and this should start going up even faster still. So always handy to have those. And these Waystones, as you tour around villages, you might find these in villages. And so if you do, you can snag that, and now you've got a way of setting up your own little teleportation network going about. That's kind of handy. That's really, really handy. And I have to thank Glitch for pointing that out a long time ago. So what I need to do is, since I've got power, I really should go ahead and set up a better power network system here. You know, I'm tempted, because I really like these power cells. The more you have, the more you can use. I could put underneath here, you know, take all this stuff out and then have my machines go along the bottom with power cells underneath them to power it. Or I can make conduits. The problem with conduits is I need steel, and I don't have anything to make steel. So that I will have to work on. But yeah, I think for a first day, that's not bad. We've got beginning of Mekanism. I like Mekanism for processing stuff. The multi-block mechanisms give me problems, and problems on servers. The other thing I can do is I can start making things like this. Salt plus milk, which I can get plus a pot. Let's go ahead and make a bit of cheese, and you can see the milk went down there, which is cool. Can I eat cheese? I can. And you can see it says that the nutrients are dairy. Well, if we take a look at this, this tells me what I've been eating recently. And I've been eating some vegetables, but mostly in the fruit grain protein categories. So the cheese will allow me to make things with dairy in it. And then the closer you get these all the way up to 100%, you start getting some good buffs. And I would like to have some good buffs going on with that. So cheese we're going to put into the refrigerator. And unfortunately, I don't have hardly anything in here. Oh, this cheese is actually dairy and protein, but a teeny tiny amount. That's 1%, that's 0.4%. So it'd be better eating this even though it's just dairy only. Scrambled eggs, 2% protein. Let's grab the food items I've got over here. Let's see, wheat, beets, those, that, more rice. I think that's pretty much it. I've got a bunch of seeds from breaking stuff, but really haven't done much by way of planting. That'll definitely have to change. But if we can toss, we'll toss them into the fridge. Why not? We've got room for them. These pineapples are really good too. All right, let's see. What can we make really quickly here? Applesauce. That's high on fruit. Baked potatoes on vegetable, which is good. Fries, that's a vegetable thing. Stock, always handy to make some stock. Let's go ahead and make one of those. That just opened up a bunch of things. Garden soup with the stock, that's a huge boost of vegetable. Look at all that saturation. So that's handy to have. Noodles, cool. I should have dried soup. All right, I saw a pig around here recently, and I think he was over in this direction. So let's see if we can spot him. Hey, there he is. Hello, Mr. Pig. Guess what you're gonna do? Yep, you're gonna. Okay, your friend's gonna die too. All right, give me your ham. All right, and let's get back in here to base. Toss that in here, because now, no, let's actually toss you into refrigerator. Tallow. Oh, funky. I don't know. Okay. Yes, there we go. Bacon and eggs. Protein, 5%. That, we will definitely make one of those. That is handy to have. And if we take a look, protein, 5%, 78. Well, the problem is I'm not hungry. And the easiest way I know how to get hungry is to hurt yourself. So there, we'll just drop off like that. There we go. So that was 78% for protein. Yep, just protein. Let's eat to the bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs, delicious. And now, there, 78 to 83. So that was the 5% protein boost. So finding foods that are high values is very handy, and this will make that much easier. Still need to do something with the dairy. See something that's a good dairy thing. Dough. All right, I'll play with that. I need to plant bigger fields around here, and it's gone night on us, but that's okay. Looks very pretty around here. That's one of the reasons why I went ahead and decided to stop and stay in this area when I saw this lavender field over here, saw the nice redwood forest over there. Said, yes, this is a pretty place. So got myself a tower because I like making towers, got myself a base, and now I can proceed with playing with the various mods in here, and I'm thinking doing what I need to do to get out to space. It's got the advanced rocketry in the pack, and I've done very little with advanced rocketry, and I'd like to try that. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, hanging out on the All the Mods 3 server. It's an FTOG server, but it is for the whitelisted Plays Well with Others group. You can apply for that group, but I believe the plan is to also open up a public FTOG All the Mods 3 server. And if you're curious, just keep an eye out on the Discord channel. The announcements for new servers should be posted there. Like today, the announcement for a Direwolf 20 pack was announced, and there are people playing on that server right now. Anyway, I'm having fun here. Gonna go get me some more power. I need to get some more redstone so I can make some more power cells and make me some Mekanism machines. This has been Grok the Duck Farmer here on the FTOG All the Mods 3 server. Having a blast. And thanks for watching. Bye.